Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and for today's video we're going to be having a live battle from the 2008 format. On one side, we got the Blissey deck, as used by Atanassov, the Senior Division finalist in 2008 World Championships, going up against the Garchomp deck, as used by Twitter user K_Dymo. In the Blissey deck, the strategy is going to be focused around powering up Blissey as quickly as possible, and then disrupting the opponent's energy cards and their abilities, with Energy Removal 2 and the Cessation Crystal. And the Garchomp deck is going to be focused on hitting for multiple weaknesses, using Garchomp's Pokebody Rainbow Scale. And Garchomp Level X can also bring back discarded Pokemon directly onto the bench, even if they're evolved Pokemon. So we'll see which of these two decks can take the victory today. But before we begin, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to my Twitter account, at Holland_Phantom, so you don't miss out on any new Pokemon TCG content. And now with it out of the way, let's get into the battle! And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Blissey side, we've got Chansey as the active Pokemon, and on the Garchomp side, we've got Duskull as the active Pokemon. The Blissey side went first, attaching a Fire Energy to Chansey before immediately passing a turn. And on the Garchomp side, the player's going to be starting off by using a Baltoy to place on the bench, and the supporter card Roseanne's Research to search the deck for a Gible and a Chatot, which also come to the bench. Now let's see if the player's going to be using any energy cards this turn on any of their Pokemon. Okay, there we see a Fire Energy coming down to the Duskull, but then it's going to be discarded to pay the retreat cost to promote Chatot. There's the attack, it's going to be Mimic. It's a free attack, letting the player shuffle away their hand and draw the same number of cards as their opponent has. So that should be, I think, 6 cards. Yeah, 6 cards were drawn. Now turn's going to be over, and passing back over to the Blissey side. Okay, let's see what the player can do now. Okay, Chansey immediately evolves into Blissey, which then gets a second Fire Energy. Now the Stadium card, Crystal Beach, comes down. Although I don't think it does anything in this matchup. They're just getting it out of the hand. Okay, the supporter card is going to be a Celios Network, searching the deck for another Chansey, which also comes down to the bench. And there's the attack. It's going to be Happy Chance, hitting for 20 damage plus 10 more damage for every energy card on Blissey for a total of 40. Now back over to the other side. There we see a Darkness Energy coming down to the Gible. And now they're going to be playing their own Celios Network, searching the deck for which Pokemon? Okay, it's going to be the Clay Doll, involving the Baltoy. Now the player's going to be having access to the Cosmic Power ability. It's a really powerful draw ability that can be used every turn. Okay, so the player's going to be putting up the 2 cards from their hand at the bottom of the deck, and now they can draw until they have 6 cards in hand. And let's see if they get any more evolutions. Looks like Chatot is going to be retreating to promote Duskull. And that's going to be it. No attack coming through. Back on the other side, there we see a Chatot coming down, followed by Energy Removal 2. Here's a coin flip. And it's going to be a heads, discarding the Darkness Energy off of the Gible. To slow them down, Garchomp does need 3 energy to attack once he gets up and running. There we see a third energy coming down to the Blissey, hitting for 50 damage, but Duskull is resistant to colorless Pokemon, so it only takes 30 damage. Okay, on the other side, there we see a second Gible coming down to the bench now. Does the player have any more energy cards? Okay, yeah, there we see a Psychic Energy coming down to the first Gible. And there's another Cosmic Power once again, placing up to 2 cards at the bottom of the deck and then drawing 3. So the player now has 6 cards in hand. Okay, now the support is going to be Felicity's Drawing, discarding 2 Psychic Energies from the hand to draw 4 cards from the deck. Did we get any evolutions yet? Still nothing. Okay, they're going to be passing the turn once again. And then we see another Energy Removal 2. Here's a coin flip. And another heads. Once again, discarding the energy card off of the Gible. The Blissey player is not going to be giving the Garchomp much chance to attack. There's Happy Chance taking the KO against Duskull. And now Blissey has taken the first prize card. They are in the lead. On the other side, now Chatot comes back into the active spot. It does have their free retreat cost. And the player's going to be activating Celios Network to search the deck for a Gabite to evolve one of their Gible. And there we see Cosmic Power, drawing some more cards out of the deck. Do they have any energy cards? And there we see Rare Candy to evolve the other Gible directly into a Garchomp. And now Garchomp's going to be getting a Darkness Energy. It still needs 2 more energy to be fully powered up. Okay, and there was no attack coming through from the Chatot. Turn passes back over to the Blissey side. And now the bench Chansey evolves into a second Blissey. And the supporter card is going to be Scott to search the deck for Castaway, Roseanne's Research, and Team Galactic's Wager all coming into the player's hand now. They are all supporter cards, so they cannot be used this turn because Scott was a supporter for this turn. Okay, there's the attack once again. Happy Chance. Taking the KO against Chatot, and that's going to be the second prize. Taken by the Blissey side. Okay, now Gabite comes into the active spot. Another Gibble comes down to the bench. It's the third one. And now a Lightning Energy comes down to Garchomp on the bench. There's Cosmic Power. Drawing some more cards. Oh, that was a lot of cards drawn. 5 cards off the top of the deck. Do they have any supporters? Yes, they do. There we see Roseanne's Research. Once again, searching the deck for a Fighting Energy and a Psychic Energy this time. Coming into the player's hand. So if the Blissey side does not discard their energy cards, Garchomp can attack on the following turn. Okay, now we see a Premier Ball to search the deck for Garchomp level X. Coming into the player's hand as well. And now the active Gabite is going to be evolving to Garchomp, and that's going to be it. Okay, the player's going to be trying to stall out at least one more turn before they can start attacking. And there we see a Castaway from the Blissey side, searching the deck for Cessation Crystal, a Fire Energy, and another Castaway coming into the player's hand. So with the energy, they can increase Blissey's attack power, and Cessation Crystal can shut off all Poke Bodies and Poke Powers. So no more access to Claydol. And Garchomp is also weak to colorless type Pokemon, taking 30 additional damage. So let me see, that's 20 plus 40 more, a total of 60 plus 30 for weakness. It's 90 damage coming down to the Garchomp. That was a huge hit. Okay, now over to the other side. Do they have the third energy card? Okay, the player's going to be using a Windstorm to get rid of the Crystal Beach and the Cessation Crystal to once again have access to their Cosmic Power. Then we see a Fighting Energy coming down to the Garchomp. So with the Rainbow Scale, they can hit Blissey for weakness. Although Blissey did get that Holland Energy on the previous turn to actually remove its weakness, which just cancels out Garchomp's ability. Okay, the active Garchomp leveled up into its level X form, which activated the ability Dragon Pulse. The player flipped 3 coins, got 2 heads, which means they got to place 2 damage counters on all the opponent's benched Pokemon. There we see another Cosmic Power, drawing some more cards out of the deck. And then we see Felicity's Drawing, discarding a Claydol and a Dusknoir from the player's hand to draw 4 more cards. And now the Dusknoir is in the discard pile. Garchomp can bring it back onto the bench with its attack Restore, but it looks like the level X is going to be retreating to promote the other Garchomp to finally start dealing some damage. There's the attack, Dragon Fang, hitting for 70 damage. Sorry. Okay, on the other side, the benched Blissey is going to be getting a Fire Energy. And now it looks like the active one is going to be, okay, yeah, paying the retreat cost, discarding 3 Fire Energies to go back to the bench to promote the second Blissey. Which also gets a Cessation Crystal, once again shutting off the Cosmic Power on the other side. And then we see Team Galactic's Wager. Okay, so both players are going to be playing a game of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Both rocks, once again. And there we go. The Blissey side wins. Rock beats Scissors. Now both players shuffle away their hands. The Blissey side gets to draw 6, and the Garchomp side only draws 3. So let's see what they got off these new cards. Did they get any more Chansey to put on the bench? Not yet, but there's the attack Happy Chance, hitting for 20 plus 10 more for the initial energy. And it also gets back a discarded Fire Energy to equip onto itself. It's going to be a total of 70 damage. Okay, on the other side there we see another Felicity's Drawing, discarding just 1 card, the Premier Ball, to draw 3 cards out of the deck. Oh, and they got the Windstorm! Once again, getting rid of the Cessation Crystal to give them access to the Cosmic Power. Now they can draw until they have 6 cards in hand, so that Team Galactic's Wager didn't really do a whole lot to slow them down. But they do have to start powering up another Pokemon, because this Garchomp is going to be getting KO'd pretty soon. Actually, I think it's going to go... Yeah, it's going to be retreating to go back to the bench to promote the Level X Garchomp. And there's the attack. It's going to be using the Restore attack. It's a free attack to bring back one of the discarded Pokemon. It's going to be Dusknoir. It doesn't have to be a basic Pokemon. It can be any Pokemon. So Dusknoir is going to be hitting the bench. And it also gets 3 basic energy cards. And it's going to be 3 Psychic Energies. Dusknoir is now fully powered up. Although this Garchomp Level X is going to be getting KO'd. Okay, the Blissey player is going to be activating a Roseanne's Research to search the deck for Chansey and what else? And a Fire Energy. Okay, so they might be getting another Blissey ready for the next turn. But for now, the active Blissey can take the KO and take the third prize card. Yeah, there we see another energy coming down. It's going to be hitting for a total of 50 damage with Happy Chance. And there's an energy removal too. Here's the coin flip. Oh, but it's tails that time. It does nothing. Okay, there's the attack. Happy Chance to take the KO against Garchomp level X and taking the third prize card. Blissey has taken 3 prizes over Garchomp's 0 prizes so far. They are really behind. Okay, Garchomp comes back into the active spot. Oh, but this new Blissey does not have a Holland energy, so Garchomp can hit it for weakness with its Dragon Fang attack. So that should be enough to take the KO. There we see Cosmic Power, drawing some more cards out of the deck. And the player's going to be getting a Premier Ball to get the Garchomp level X back into play. There we go. So leveling up the active Garchomp to activate the Dragon Pulse ability one more time. Here's the 3 coin flips. And it's just 1 heads this time, so all benched Pokemon are going to be taking 10 damage. And there's Team Galactic's Wager once again. 1, 2, 3, go! Ah, paper beats rock that time. The Blissey player did not like that. Okay, they're going to be drawing 3 cards to Garchomp 6 cards. And yeah, looks like Garchomp level X is going to be using the base form's attack, Dragon Fang, and because they have a fighting energy, they can hit Blissey for the fighting weakness to take the KO and finally take the first prize. Okay, now Chatot comes into the active spot. There's another energy removal too. And it's going to be another heads, getting rid of a fire energy off of the Gibble. And I believe that's all 4 of the energy removals. So that was 3 out of 4 heads. Okay, the player's thinking about attacking. Yeah, they're going to be attacking with Chatot. So Chatot will be getting KO'd on the following turn, but now the player can draw some more cards out of the deck. It looks like the Team Galactic's Wager really disrupted their hand. So I think they just drew 6 or 7 cards. Okay, there we see another Psychic Energy coming out of the Gibble once again. And there's a rare candy to finally evolve the Gibble into another Garchomp. And there's another Team Galactic's Wager. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot! And yeah, Scissors beats paper. Once again, Blissey gets their entire hand shuffled away, and they're only going to be getting 3 cards. So basically that Chatot attack did nothing. And now Chatot is going to be getting KO'd. It's only got 30 HP left. Yeah, there's the attack. Dragon Fang taking the KO against Chatot and taking the second prize. Garchomp is catching up. There's still 1 prize behind, though. Okay, we see another Chatot coming down to the bench, followed by Steven's advice. The player gets to draw 4 cards, 1 for every Pokemon on their opponent's field. Okay, now the Chansey on the bench is going to be getting a Fire Energy. And there's the attack, Happy Chance. Getting another Fire Energy out of the discard pile to equip onto the Blissey. And now Garchomp is KO'd. That is the 4th prize card taken by the Blissey side. They're just got to take 2 more KOs to win this game. Another Garchomp comes into the active spot now. Get the Fighting Energy. That should be the KO against this next Blissey now. There's Cosmic Power first of all. Putting some cards at the bottom of the deck to draw 1 card. Yeah, there's the attack. Dragon Fang taking the KO against Blissey, taking the 3rd prize card. They are really catching up. The Blissey side doesn't have any attacker set up yet. Okay, the Chatot comes into the active spot. There's another Chansey on the bench, followed by another Chatot on the bench. And there's TV Reporter to draw 3 cards and then discard 1 card from the hand. Did they get the Blissey? Okay, they're going to be discarding a Fire Energy from their hand. Okay, that's Pokedex next. Looking at the top 2 cards, they can keep 1 and place the other one at the bottom of the deck. They're just trying to dig through their deck as much as possible for the next Blissey. Oh, and I think they got it. Yeah, they did. Blissey finally comes down. So they can start dealing some damage once again. Now Chatot retreats to promote the Blissey, which then gets the Holland Energy to remove its weakness. There's the attack. Happy Chance hitting for 20, 30, 40, 70. Wait. Oh! Okay, looks like there was a bit of a misplay there. Garchomp took 80 damage. They were expecting Blissey to get back a discarded energy onto itself, but it looks like the player forgot to do so. Either way, it was not a KO. Garchomp goes back to the bench to promote the Dusknoir, and now the player's going to be activating Roseanne's Research. Looks like for nothing. They failed to search. Okay, they're just trying to thin out their hand to use Cosmic Power to draw one card out of the deck. There's the attack. Hard Feelings, hitting for, let's see, 5 damage counters plus 1 more damage counter for every prize card that Blissey has taken. Yeah, it's going to be 90 damage. So Blissey has taken 100 damage so far, down to 30 HP left. And then we see a Castaway to search the deck for a Fire Energy, another Cessation Crystal, and another Castaway to be used on the following turn. Yeah, this Dusknoir is going to be pretty difficult to KO. It's got a ton of HP, plus it has a resistance to Blissey's attacks. There we see another Fire Energy coming down to the Blissey, along with the Cessation Crystal to shut off the Cosmic Power. Okay, there's the attack. Happy Chance hitting for... Okay, that should be 40 damage. If they had remembered to use their ability to get back another energy on the previous turn, that would have hit for 50 damage. But still not even enough for a 2-hit KO. Okay, back over to the other side. There's the Night Maintenance to search the discard pile for up to 3 cards. To shuffle back into the deck, it's going to be Garchomp level X, a Fighting Energy, and a Fire Energy. All being shuffled back in now. Although I don't know if they're going to be setting up any more attackers. Okay, there's the attack, another Hard Feelings to take the KO against Blissey. And, yeah, they've taken their 4th prize now. They have caught up. They've both players are tied at 2 prizes remaining apiece, and now on the other side, Chatot comes into the active spot. The player's going to be using Celios Network to search the deck for another Blissey. And now Blissey's going to be getting a Fire Energy, jumping into the active spot. And as the attack, Happy Chance, hitting for, I think, just 20 damage. Yeah, not a whole lot of damage coming through. This Dusknoir is going to be tanking a lot of hits, it looks like, because of the resistance. Okay, back over to the other side once again. No cards are played, going straight for the attack. Hard Feelings, hitting for 90 damage. So this Blissey is within KO range. Okay, let's see what the Blissey player can do. There's a TV Reporter to draw 3 cards and then discard 1 from their hand. Discarding a Crystal Beach. And there's another Pokedex. Looking at the top 2 cards, keeping 1, putting at the other at the bottom of the deck. And let's see what they got. They need to hit for 50 more damage to take the KO against Dusknoir. Okay, but they're going to be using the Time-Space Distortion, flipping 3 coins, and 2 of them are heads. They can search their discard pile for 2 Pokemon to put back into their hand. And it's going to be another Chansey and Blissey to keep the attackers going. Here we see the Chansey coming down to the bench. And there we see a Warp Point forcing both players to swap out their active Pokemon. So the new Pokemon are going to be Claydol and Chatot. But now Chatot can retreat for free to re-promote the Blissey. And looks like Claydol might be going down over the next 2 turns. It can't attack or retreat. It needs 2 energy to do either one. Blissey's going to be getting back another Fire Energy, so it can hit for 50 damage. Claydol is down to just 30 HP remaining. Okay, now back over to the Garchomp side. Oh, they play nothing. They just passed their turn. They're not even using their Cosmic Power anymore. And there we see a Castaway by the Blissey player, searching the deck for a Fire Energy, a Cessation Crystal. Oh, and that was it. No more cards were searched out. Now the bench Chansey evolves into another Blissey, which then gets a Fire Energy. And, okay, the active one is going to be paying the retreat cost now to promote the new Blissey without any damage to get out of KO range. And then it gets the Cessation Crystal to shut off all Pokepowers and Pokebodies. There's the attack to take the KO against Claydol, taking the 5th prize card. Blissey just need to take 1 more KO to win this game. Let's see what they can do. There we see Garchomp coming back into the active spot now. What can they do? There we see okay, another Windstorm. Once again, getting rid of the Sensation Crystal to reactivate Poke Powers and Poke Bodies. And there's BB Search, swapping out a card from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck. Okay, the player's going to be searching out the Garchomp level X to use its Dragon Pulse ability. There we see the 3 coins. Let me see how many are heads. It's going to be all 3 heads, hitting everything on the opponent's bench for 30 damage. And is that enough to KO the Blissey? Oh no, it's not. Just 10 HP short. Sorry, 10 damage short of taking the KO against the benched Blissey. Otherwise, it could have taken the prize before they even attacked. Okay, now Garchomp is going to be retreating to promote to the Dusknoir, hoping to stall out at least 2 more turns. Sorry, no, they just need to stall out 1 more turn to win this game. Oh, never mind, sorry. They still have to take 2 prizes. I messed up. Okay, there we see a Holland Energy coming down to the benched Blissey. They're anticipating that the active one's going to be getting KO'd. There's the attack Happy Chance, hitting for 30 damage. So Dusknoir has taken 90 damage so far. It's down to just 30 HP remaining. So Dusknoir can take the KO against his current Blissey. But can they take the KO against the benched one? There we see another Felicity's drawing, discarding 2 cards from the hand to draw 4 more cards out of the deck. Is that going to be it for their deck? No, I think they have... I think it's just 2 cards left in deck. There's the attack, Hard Feelings, taking the KO against Blissey. And now both sides are tied at 1 prize remaining apiece. But if Blissey can attach a card, sorry, an energy card from the hand, the player can win this turn. Do they have it? Oh, they got the plus power. They got 3 plus powers. Yeah, it's going to be the game. There's the final attack, Happy Chance, to take the KO against Dusknoir and take the final prize card. Yeah, there goes Dusknoir back into the discard pile. And there's the handshake. Blissey is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.